One country, two systems. Although it's been part of China since 1997, this city has its own laws as well as economic and political system. So, while China defines itself as a socialist, one-party state, Hong Kong is consistently ranked as the world's freest economy. It also has greater civil rights for its citizens and an independent media. So, why are the two so different? Well, to understand that, we need to go back to Hong Kong's colonial period. In 1842, China ceded Hong Kong Island to Britain after it invaded the Chinese territory in what's known as the First Opium War, and Hong Kong became a British colony. Later, the Kowloon Peninsula also came under British rule at the end of the Second Opium War in 1860. The British set up the colony as a commercial center and a gateway between the East and West, and its population boomed. At the time, China was weak after the Qing dynasty saw a defeat in the First Sino-Japanese War. The British took advantage of this and negotiated to secure its foothold in the region. So, an agreement was put into place. Britain gained a new territory on a 99-year lease agreement, and Hong Kong got its modern shape. The lease was set to expire in 1997, but was preceded by years of negotiations between China and Britain. It resulted in a new agreement with the handover of not only the new territories, but the entire Hong Kong, in exchange for China's pledge to preserve the city's capitalist system. Not forever though, just until 2047 or 50 years. That is when Hong Kong is set to fully fall under Chinese rule, and that has always sparked a lot of controversy in mainland China and made Hong Kongers nervous. The people of Hong Kong are mostly divided into two groups: those who call for independence from China and those who favor Beijing rule. The first group demands greater democracy, including a one-person, one-vote system, which they were promised long back when the city was handed over to China. Currently, the city's chief executive is chosen by a nominating committee of 1,200 people who, while being Hong Kongers, need to keep rapport with Beijing. Ever since the 1997 handover, anti-Beijing protests have taken place regularly. 500,000 people marched in 2003 when they were angered by a proposed national security legislation. The Occupy movement was huge in Hong Kong. Protesters paralyzed parts of Hong Kong for 79 days in late 2014 to demand universal suffrage from Beijing. And again in 2019, tens of thousands of people are protesting against the controversial extradition bill. The bill will allow suspects accused of criminal wrongdoing to be extradited to mainland China. But Hong Kong also has a pro-Beijing camp, who wants to see the city brought closer to the capital and have Chinese nationalistic sentiments. There are still 28 years to go before the full 2047 integration deadline. That's a long time, and what happens between now and then is anyone's guess.